the US has sent 3,000 military personnel and warships to the Middle East. Iran has warned that it will respond to any American provocations, Cumhuriyet wrote. According to an expert interviewed by the publication's correspondent, Washington's policy threatens to lead to an armed clash with Tehran. The tanker crisis between Washington and Tehran, which began last year with the United States seizing Iranian oil, raises fears of the start of a direct conflict in the Middle East, after the United States sent 3,000 military personnel and warships to the region. An ultimatum followed from Iran. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said, "Our country can avenge any atrocities by the United States, including the seizure of our ships, and seize their ships." On the other hand, the Tehran administration reported the arrival of various types of missiles with a range of 300 to 10 kilometers to the Iranian Navy. Commenting on the tensions between the two countries in an interview with Cumhuriyet, Cumhuriyet, a lecturer at Mersin University, said, "The US reaction to these events, which it considered as actions that are contrary to freedom of navigation and rules-based global order, which is one of the pillars of American foreign policy, has turned into a game of muscle with the use of hard power." Former US President Donald Trump's measures against Iran, in the form of a maximum pressure policy, continue with the Joe Biden administration's decision to send the military to the region. Assessing the US authorities' decision to deploy Marines on merchant ships for defense purposes, the expert stressed such an intensive military build-up in the region also increases the likelihood of a hot conflict, or at least we can say that the Biden administration is concentrating forces in the region. Taking such a risk, the lecturer said the US is considering deploying the military on civilian merchant ships for defense purposes for the first time since World War II. "We are close to a tipping point in American foreign policy," Attach opined, noting that the increased US military presence in the region increases the likelihood that tensions will escalate into conflict. The expert continued, "There are growing fears of an irreversible hot conflict as a result of a tit-for-tat show of force by Tehran and Washington. This situation would increase energy costs and entail financial and economic risks," Cumhuriyet pointed out, "and this creates a high-risk zone that will directly affect Turkey, which is going through an extremely serious period in terms of overcoming economic difficulties." The newspaper's interlocutor added,